Halo, pozdravleni vsi, dobre utro, dober den, dober wieczór in upam, da se imate odlično. Moje ime je Lex in dobrodošli w nowym video GTA 5. Hello everyone, how's it all going? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day. Hope you are all having an amazing day today, no matter what time of the day it is, no matter where you are, hope you're all having a good one. So today we're going to be looking at the secret cars of the latest DLC. These are cars that were added in the latest DLC, all the files are there, but they weren't added directly into GTA Online, so we're probably going to be seeing these cars added throughout, I don't know, like next month probably. You'll probably see them staggered. I don't know how they're going to be releasing these things, but so far they are currently not in GTA Online, at least not officially. So what I thought I'd do is I thought I'd check out all three cars today. I'm going to tune them up, I'm going to see what sort of speeds we get before and after tuning, and see what sort of cool parts we can add to them. Hopefully there's some cool modifiable cars in this one. Sadly, nothing for Benny's. Sadly, no lowriders, so I'm not going to do specific videos. I'm just going to do all of them in one video. And yes, of course, this is from the previous video. This is one of the standard DLC cars that isn't online, that I cannot seem to drive properly. I keep looking over the other screen to check stuff, so I keep missing my driving. Also, I've changed the speed of this one, so it's actually incredibly fast, which is how I'm managing to do that. Okay, so I'm going to start spawning in all the cars, but first, before all of that, there's going to be some comments and questions on the screen. I forgot to do this in the previous video. I had to sort of tag them on. If you would like your comments and questions featured, you can leave them in the comments section below. And don't forget, I have a Twitter account at Figureight. You can find a link to that Twitter account in the description below, so it's very easy to click and then click follow, and you can follow all of my strange tweets and odd tweets, and maybe you can tweet me stuff. Just tweet me anything. It's all just a bit of fun. It's nice to see your tweets. So, right, let's pull over. This actually looks kind of cool without the bumpers, to be quite honest. And let's spawn in the first of the three secret vehicles. So here we have it, the Fiesta 811. This is supposed to be based on the Porsche 918, and I think it does a pretty good job at making it look very similar. This actually looks really cool. All the exhausts are up there instead of being down there, which looks pretty nice. We've got a carbon, is that all carbon there? I think that says grey, but the carbon is on the spoiler at least. And I think there's a tiny bit of carbon right down there on the splitter, right at the bottom, but that's pretty much it. There's not actually a badge on the front. That's interesting. That's not normally what you'd expect to see. And it has some really nice wheels as well. I don't know if these wheels were used in a previous car. I think they might have been used on the Banshee, but I could be wrong. Okay, so what I'm going to do first of all is I'm going to take this over to the airstrip. We're going to turn on the speedometer, and we're going to see what sort of speeds we can hit, just like we did with all the previous cars. So let's jump in and head over to the airstrip. Okay, here we are just lining up, and I just thought I'd look at the interiors. We missed that. This does actually have a couple of design cues from Porsche. These vents that you can see at the top do look very similar to what, I think it was the 996 911, which had a very similar interior to this one. The shape is kind of weird, but it's definitely a very similar design, so that's interesting. So let's just line ourselves up, and I'm going to turn on the speedometer using the menus mod. Very easy. I can also make it into kilometers. I can also use an analog one, but it's so much easier to just have it in digital and in imperial. So here we go. Ooh, that was a nice launch. That was good, nice and fast. There was a little bit of steering there, I apologise. Hopefully that's not going to affect the speed too much. I think we're definitely going to be over 100 miles an hour for this one. There it is, 100 miles an hour. 102, 103, 104, 105. Can we get 110? Oh, we get to 108. Oh, 109, and we hit the grass. So we've got a 108 across the line, 109 before we hit the grass. Or the grass, not the glass. What am I on about? So that's kind of alright. That puts it on par with all the other supercars that we've seen. Let's take this over to LS Customs then and see what we can do to it. And here she is, the Fiesta 811. It's a very nice looking car. I'm a bit unsure of the back, but you know, it's alright. So let's just first of all go to brakes, race brakes, bumpers. Oh, rear and front bumpers. Okay, so we have the stock, then we have the painted front bumper. Oh, it just sort of slightly changes the shape a little, adds, oh, actually it doesn't add the splitter because that was already there, but you may notice that the shape actually does change slightly, just slightly there, but actually it looks much nicer with it painted. Then we have the Euro mesh bumper, which actually looks quite Jaguar-like. Then we have this one, which is a vertical bar version of that one. Actually makes it look like it's got teeth. It looks kind of like it's angry. I quite like that. It's very Jaguar inspired once again. Then we have the horizontal one, which actually makes it look very close to that car I was driving at the beginning that I have already forgotten the name of. Why can't I remember the names of the cars in this thing? I'll soon get round to remembering it. But whatever that car was called, it reminds me of the car at the beginning because of that thing at the front. And then we have the drift bumper, which actually, it looks horrible. I really don't like that one. So I'm thinking of actually going for the Euro vertical bar, because I think that looks quite nice. And then for the rear, well, we only have one option, where we have stock, and then we have the carbon rear bumper, which just sort of adds bits to the bottom, which isn't too bad. That's quite nice. We'll go for that. On the engine, let's go for level 4. On the exhaust, oh, okay, so we have double. Then we have, oh, okay, which is just a painted version of that same thing. Then we have a black version, but now the exhaust has been moved to the bottom. That's not as fun. And then we have a custom one, which is just the paint. I'm going to go for that one, the double exhaust, which is just the painted version, because I think that looks pretty damn cool. On horn, well, we don't need to worry about any of that. That's the same usual stuff. Lights is all the same. Let's go for some xenon, so it matches the age of the car. Plates, let's just go for some black ones, because that actually fits in with all the black around the back. In fact, that's all carbon fibre, isn't it? That's all carbon fibre, what I can see there. That's pretty cool. Okay, respray. Let's go to classic, colour. Oh, it's actually going to change the top bit as well. Interesting. So shall I go for like a white and grey? Actually, I'm not sure about that colour. Okay, maybe a red and a black. Maybe that'll work. Let's go for Grace Red. And then on the secondary colour. Oh, I quite like that. I quite like that. I think that's pretty... Oh, dear. Okay, maybe not. The white one is not so much, but I quite like how that looks in black, so I'm going to go for the carbon black, as I think that looks cool. What does matte look like? Oh, see, matte actually looks alright with it, too. Huh. Okay, well, let's just go with the normal black on it, then. On the roof, well, we have no roof, which is quite nice, and then the custom roof, which is, I assume, carbon fibre, but it doesn't seem to match, so I'm just going to go with that. Or maybe we could take the roof off. In fact, let's take the roof off, because that looks pretty nice. Skirts, well, we have stock, then we have carbon, then we have street, which is pretty much the same design, but just non-carbon. I'm going to go for the carbon. It would be nice if we could have had a little carbon splitter down the bottom of that front bumper, so it all matched. Actually, now I'm thinking about it, the painted one... Oh, they're very similar, aren't they? Yeah, they're very similar, because I've made that secondary colour black. Yeah, I think I might just go with the Euro one. Okay, let's just go with that one. And then down to spoiler, where we have only one option, the low-level spoiler, which pretty much just gets rid of the carbon fibre and makes that the secondary colour. We'll just go with the carbon fibre. It looks fine as it is. On suspension, that's what it looks like when it's completely slammed, at least on this. I'm going to use slam it in a second just to see how it looks. Transmission on race. Turbo tuning, and the wheels look lovely, so I'm not even going to bother. They're all going to look kind of weird. Yeah, none of them really match. I'm not really a fan of any of the wheels in this game, actually. The tuning wheels are just not that nice. I'm going to stick with the standard one. There we go. That's everything. Let's move out. And here she is, out in the sun. This is not the worst looking car in the world. I'm not going to say it's the best. It's definitely not my favourite supercar of them all. But it's not that bad. It's a nice addition, and it's nice to have something that's relevant to a new car. So we've already got the P1. Have we got one for the LaFerrari? Maybe that's one of the other two, because I haven't actually seen the other two yet. Maybe one of those is the LaFerrari. But at least we've now got the Porsche 918 in GTA 5. Well, at least their version of it, which is pretty cool. So now let's go and take this over to the airstrip and see what sort of speed increase we can get. Oh yeah, and before I forget, let's go check out the Slam It, because I want to see how this looks. Let's go. Ooh, not that much of a change. But it still looks alright. That looks pretty cool. Let's just turn that off, though. But not that much of a change, because it is already pretty damn low. Right, here we are. All lined up. Nice and square. And let's go. Oh, that was a nice getting up to 60, 70, 80. That's getting up there really quick. 90. Already at 100 miles an hour. We're definitely going to be beating that 108 that we had before. Already way past it. 115, 116, 117, 118, 119 just, but I had to swerve because I didn't want to hit those poles. Well, there we go. That's a nice speed increase. This is definitely a nice, fast supercar. A great addition to your car collection. Right, let's move on to the next one. And here is the next one. And just standing next to it, I feel like James Bond. What a beautiful car. This is the Dewbauchee 770. Look at that. That is already so much nicer looking than the 918 or whatever it's called, the 811. Let's just compare those. Yeah, I'm definitely more of a fan of this. This definitely looks like a V8 Vantage or V12 Vantage. It's very Aston Martin styled. I don't know if there's any other car inspired in that one, but I'm feeling, especially the window shape there and the shape of the car, it feels very Aston Martin. On the interior, well, we've got a very short dash right by the window. It's pretty basic. It's pretty normal. Okay, let's go and do a speed test then and see what this is like in its standard form. And here we go. Nowhere near as fast as that other car. That car would have shot off by now. But here we are, coming up to 80 miles an hour. They're just... Yeah, I think that where that speed goes down a couple of miles an hour and it changes gear, that's obviously what the transmission is changing. It means that you can probably get up to top speed quicker. I hadn't really thought about how they change each other. I just thought, yeah, it gets faster. There we go, 104, 105 before we hit the grass. 104 across the line. That was pretty nice. I'm very curious to see if there's any tuning parts for this, because I think, especially that little duckbill sort of like lip coming at the back there, or ducktail, sorry, I know you guys are going to cry if I say duckbill again. The ducktail thing that's sort of going on, I wonder if there's an extension. I'm very curious because I might have to go for it. Let's go and see. Okay, here we are at Los Santos Customs, repair, and... Oh, look, we do have some... oh, is that it? Skirts. Spoiler. Oh, well, I was hoping for some bumper stuff, but maybe not. Okay, brakes. Let's go for engine, exhaust. Okay, so we could change these. So we have the stock, which actually look really nice. Then we have the titanium exhaust, which I don't really care for, or the oval exhaust. I'm such a fan of those big twin pipe things, so yeah, I'm going to go for that. I'm a sucker for those sort of exhausts. On the lights, well, this is going to be standard. Let's just go for the xenon. We really don't need neons. No. No. No, 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 no. Okay, plate, I'm going to go for black, because I like using black plates. Respray, well, let's go for... What sort of colour? I mean, the grey works perfectly because it looks very Aston Martin-like. Should I go for a matte colour this time? Matte white. Wow, that is really striking. Or maybe something like a matte red? Matte dark red? Matte orange? I mean, this is going for the same colours as yesterday. Ah, but it's so tempting. I really like the yellow. Sod it, I'm going to go for the yellow. I'm really digging sort of yellow cars and stuff right now. Yellow, orange, red, all those sort of bright colours. I'm just really digging those right now. And also white. I'm always a fan of white cars. Right, that's that one on the respray. Skirts, we've got stock. Then we've got this nice little extra, which looks really nice. And then the carbon versions of those same ones. I'm thinking carbon, actually. I think that might look better. Well, that's quite nice as that. Ooh, let's go for the custom ones. Let's go for those ones. On the spoiler, well, we have low level. It's alright, I guess. Then we have the high level, which is actually very close to the low level, but a little bit not as wide. And then we have, wow, okay, big, massive carbon wing, and an even bigger carbon wing. I've got to go for it. Sod it, I'm going for the biggest wing we can go for. I'm just in the mood for just big spoilers at the moment. I don't know why. Transmission, race transmission, turbo, stick all of that on. And you know what? I don't really like the wheels on this one all that much. But I think I hate all the wheels that we are given even more. I don't think any of them are going to match this at all. Nope, none of them are really... Maybe... Let's go for that one. Okay, let's just go for the organic Type O. They're not really the best, but whatever. And I think I'm... Oh, no. Oh, no, they're going to have a chrome lip if I make them black. Okay, let's just leave them silver then. And let's not bother with custom tires. Actually, let's go for it. Custom tires with a big, massive spoiler. Maybe they'll match. That's sort of the similar sort of style cues. Okay. That's everything done apart from some windows. We'd stick a nice little light smoke on there. And we're done. Check that out. That looks really nice in matte yellow. Yeah, I'm definitely digging all these sort of really bright color cars at the moment. Well, let's go and see what sort of speed increase we can get with this one. Now that I'm sitting here and just looking around this, I'm almost starting to feel like this is possibly one of my favorite cars in the DLC. This is definitely not as good as the one that I started driving at the start of this video, but this is definitely second place for me right now. It is a really just nice looking car. Such a nice shape. Okay, here we go. And that's kind of slow on the start. That might have been my fault with the wheel spin, but we're already up to 80 miles an hour. And 90 miles an hour. Okay, we're climbing the speed really quick. This is just going to be just as fast as any of the other supercars, I imagine. Already at 1:10. Can we get 1:15 before the line? Oh, we can! 1:15 across the line, and then it dipped back down to 1:14. That's not bad. 1:15 across the line. That is a pretty respectable speed compared to all the other supercars. They all seem to match pretty evenly. And in fact, this isn't a supercar. This is actually a sports car. I keep forgetting that. This is not a supercar. This is in the sports car category, which makes that speed even better. This is a really nice fast car, and it looks gorgeous. But from what I understand, the final secret car is going to blow your minds. So let's check it out. And here it is. When I said it was going to blow your minds, I was really not just saying that for the hell of it. Look at this thing. This thing looks utterly ridiculous. I'm not quite sure what it's based on, but I really want to say the Gumper Apollo. But actually, maybe I could be completely off with that. Maybe something Lycan Motorsports-ish. I don't know. I don't really know what this looks like. Look at that. It's suspension. That looks amazing with that suspension at that angle. That looks... Is that actually incorporated with the dash? Let's go and have a look in the interior. Oh my god, that is... This is actually a unique interior in this car. Thank you, GTA. Thank you for not putting some sort of generic, just crappy interior in this one. This actually looks like it should fit. It looks very... well, apart from the sharp angles, that bottom bit does look very McLaren-like, which is pretty nice. Oh my god, listen to that. Wow. Can you hear that sort of rev limiter? That might be the... Oh dear, I did not mean to press that button. I think that might be the exhaust. Yeah, that's the flames coming out the exhaust. That sounds mental. Okay, well, let's see what sort of speeds we can get in its standard form. Okay, before we start, can we just appreciate these wheels? Look at how insane they are. I mean, they are kind of weird, but they are nice and different, and I like that. I like a bit of different with all of these things, as I'm getting a bit sick and tired of some of these actually all looking kind of the same. But here we go. Oh, just listen to that. Oh, yeah, that must sound great in real life in a tunnel. Here we go. Oh, that's building up speed really quickly, and we're at 60 miles an hour already. I'm very curious to see how this is going to be once it's all tuned up. Coming up to 100 miles an hour very, very quickly. Although it's actually starting to slow down at this top end. What are we going to get? Can we get a 109? 109? No, we got a 108. Oh, we actually went up to 113 because of a bump there. But I think that was 109 across the line. And we just completely shattered that window. Let's just go and fix that again. There we go. Okay, let's go and take this over to LS Customs, because I'm very curious to see if there's anything that we can do to this thing. And can I just say, as I've been driving this, watch what happens when you go at speed and you start braking. In fact, even when you turn, watch the spoilers at the back. It is amazing. Look at this. It actually like turns both ways depending on... It's like a plane. It actually works like a plane. And also, if I was to brake, look at that. It even flips up when you brake. That is so damn cool. I love that. Right, let's go take this to LS Customs, as I'm very curious to see if there's anything we can do. I hope that we can tune it. Oh man, this thing sounds ridiculous. The Grotti X80 Proto. We could change bumpers and stuff. Okay, brakes, race brakes, bumpers. Well, we've got the standard. Oh my god, just look through that. Wow, okay, then we have primary color. Oh wow, okay, then we have the secondary color version. It's both at white at the minute. Let's go and change our color. Our secondary color to something like, I don't know. Oh, wow, that's going to change that whole bit. Oh, good God. Okay, let's just ignore that for now and go back. So let's go to bumpers. So we got the primary color splitter, secondary color splitter, and then carbon fiber. I'm going to go for the secondary color, as I'm sort of anticipating a sort of two-tone thing with this. You would have thought we'd change the color of that stripe, unless that stripe is carbon fiber. Okay, so on the engine, upgrade 4, exhausts, where we have the standard sort of slot thing, or we have, a quad version. I actually don't like the quad version. I'm going to go for its standard form. On the horns, well, we don't need to, should we just go for something really stupid? Yep, Star Spangled Banner coming out of this thing. I was actually sort of thinking of, oh, there we go, sad trombone. There we go. Lights, well, we have some, oh, wow, look at those headlights. They look mean. Okay, let's go for some xenons. Should we go for some neons in this? Because it is kind of like a futuristic show car, so that kind of fits in the theme. Sod it. I'm going to do a car with neons because I never do it. So why not? Let's go mad on this one. On the plate, well, let's just make it black so it sort of doesn't stand out as much. On the respray, oh, we got trim color, accent color. Oh, wow, there's actually so much more to change. So the trim color is going to be on the interior. Oh, wow. Okay, it would have been nice if it changed the stripes and also those wheels as well. It would have been nice if they all matched. Maybe that's what the accent color is. Aha! Aha! That's what it is. Oh my god. Okay, there is so much to change. Let's go and have a look through. Oh, look at that. Purple? Maybe not so much. Oh, I quite like these, though. I don't know. I don't know. There are so many options that we can go with this. Sadly, it's only at the front, though. Oh, mind you, it does go through to the back. Oh, wow. This is such a unique-looking car. I don't know what sort of colour we should go for this. Unless we start going for some sort of yellow thing again. But it would have been nice to have something that matched with the white. Which not many of these do. That wine red does, though. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not sure. I don't know. I can't make up my mind. Okay, I'm going to go for midnight silver. And let's just go to the primary. And look, we can make that black. Ooh. Yeah. Or maybe we can make that just black steel as well. Sod it. I'm going to make it black. And then I'm going to change the secondary colour to something else. Or we can go for a red. I think that might be a bit too much, though. Maybe the wine red, because that actually sort of mixes in with the black. Okay, I'm going to go with dark steel on this one. And then on the trim colour, well, it can be pretty much anything. Let's go for the accent colour first so we can get one that matches. Oh, there's so many options here. Should we go for a candy red? I think the red we already had, but it looks quite nice with the red. Or maybe we can go for... Oh! Let's go for bright orange. And then on the trim colour, we'll go for the same bright orange. Yeah, there we go. It's not the greatest, but it's the best I can come up at short notice. Just kind of just riffing. On the side skirts, wow. Okay, there's primary colour. There's secondary colour. And then there is carbon fibre. I'm going to go for some primary colour ones on that so it blends in nicely. And then on the spoiler, we have none, which already... Oh, okay, so we have that spoiler that controls all like the flaps and stuff, but then we have an extra spoiler as well. Oh, that looks mean. Okay, then we have that one which just has ends on it. Oh, that one doesn't have ends. What's nicer? I quite like it without the ends, actually. Well, we have the enhanced one, and then we have, wow, this race wing right here that even has these things that come out and attach it. I'm going to go for the race wing, as that's mean. And that also sort of blocks the number plate just slightly as well. Suspension, well, we're going to go for load suspension. Wow, okay. Transmission, race transmission, turbo. And we're not going to change the wheels because this would look stupid with... Look! Actually, that doesn't look too bad. I'm surprised at how not shit that looks. But most of these do look kind of weird, especially sticking... Oh, mind you. Oh, that feels very Batmobile-like. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. Okay. That's it. Windows, let's go for proper limo. Get it all tinted. Right, let's go and take this thing over to the airstrip. Oh, just look at that, though. Actually, I just want a quick look in that interior. Oh, look at that. All in orange. Yeah, man. Oh, wow. Okay, this is fast. Right, let's go and take this back over to the airstrip then. Okay, here we are. I am in love with this car. I'm in love with just how ridiculous this looks. This is definitely... I'm going to put this in second place, actually. The car that was earlier in second place is being moved down to third. But maybe this can go into first. Wow, it sounds amazing. In fact, can I get some... Oh, yeah. Oh, that sounds awesome. It sounds like gunfire. Okay, here we go. Oh, nice. That's... Actually, I can't tell if that's fast or not. I've tried so many of these cars now that I just don't know anymore. Okay, here we go. 10 miles an hour. That's actually getting quite fast at the top end. 115, 116. Can we get to 120 before the line? 118. Oh, we got to 119, and then we sort of ran out of runway. Damn. Well, that's definitely a nice, fast car, and it looks ridiculous. I can't wait to see what this would look like in online. Although I don't play online, I can just imagine just a bunch of people driving these things around. They look mental. Well, there we go. Actually, before we end, I just want to show you something because... Oh my god, I didn't notice the doors. I didn't notice the doors. Okay, that is cool. I love this thing. Okay, this might actually... Yeah, this is definitely still second place, but... Oh, wow. Okay, hang on. I want to get both of these doors up now. Okay, door control. Let's open left, right. Oh, look at that. That looks amazing. And then we've got rear's not going to be anything, is it? Then we have the hood. Nice. And the trunk. Well, it doesn't have one. It just doesn't have one. Okay, before we go, I just want to quickly jump into menus. And I want to go down to the teleport options. Because I just want to quickly look at the other things that was added in this DLC. Sadly, there isn't anything for single player yet that really plays with this. But there was offices and warehouses added because you can now do like this drug dealing thing, I think. Maybe someone's trying to code this up so it works in single player. But until then, all we can do is really just look around the location. So if we just go over to the, what have we got? Office interiors. We have all of these different ones. Let's move over. So we have this office interior. This is executive rich. Then we have executive cool. Then we have executive contrast, which, oh, these look really nice, actually. Then we have old, in fact, let's just look around here. Oh, okay, we've got a map there. That looks pretty cool. I don't know what that's supposed to mark out. Maybe that marks out sort of drug dealing spots or something? I don't know. I'm not entirely sure what these offices are supposed to be like. But this is what it looks like that. Oh, it's even got a bar around there. Can we go through this door? We can. Oh, wow. Okay, we've even got this little bathroom area. Oh, wow, this is huge. Over here, we've got a nice little sleeping... Actually, that's not very nice. That doesn't look comfortable at all. We've got a sleeping bit, and a little office, and a little bathroom. It's pretty cool. Where's the shower, though? Maybe that's through this door. Nope, that goes through that bit. But we can go through... Aha, there we go. There's the shower. There it is. Oh, this is cool. This is nice. Well, there's that one. Then we have Old Spice Warm. Oh, wow. Okay, so that we can really change these offices up. I like that. I really like that. Then we also have the classical version. Oh, now this is my jam. This is my jam. This is my style. I like this. Yeah, I can get behind this. I could work in an office that looks like this. Totally. Totally. And then we have the vintage style, which it makes it look like some sort of 1920s. It makes it look like the police station from LA Noire. That's what it makes it look like. Then we have Power Broker, which is... Okay, this is two sort of like... If any of you go on Reddit, go on r/evil buildings. This is like what I imagine the interior of an evil building would look like. This is very modern. It's very cold as well. Then we have conservative, which is a bit better because it's got wooden floors. Actually, that's not so bad. That's not so bad, but that ice one was really just... And then we have polished. Now, this is just one of them. This is just the Arcadius Business Center. We also have the Maze Bank building. All of these, are these all the same design? I think they all are. Yeah, okay, that's the same design, but we just got a different look out of the window, which... this one's quite nice. We've even got the FIB building right there, right in the center of town. It looks really nice out of there. Then we have the Lom Bank. There we go. Let's see what the view's like outside of this one. That's alright, but it looks at the shittier end of town. And it's definitely not near all the cool buildings. Yeah, I prefer the other one. I prefer the Maze Bank one. And then we have Maze Bank West. So we're going to get an even different view. Which is just the buildings. Nah. Oh, actually, this has the film set. Oh, that's quite nice. Well, even the Maze Bank ones look pretty cool. Yeah, I'm just going to go for the Old Spice Classical. Because that looks amazing. And when we go out of here, I don't know how this works in online. I assume this is how you get out. But sadly, in this version... well, actually, that's just an electrical cupboard, I think. But none of these lifts work. We can't really do anything. But I hope that someone is working on a mod that gets all this working in single player, as I'd love to check it out. If any of you are wondering why I don't play online, it's because I find online painfully grindy. It is just so... It's made in a way that just makes it so you have to play 24/7 to even just afford half the stuff that they give you in the DLCs. And I don't like that. I don't like that it's so grindy. And also I don't like that it's filled with hackers. They ruin your day. People's attitudes generally are really shitty. There's just a lot of horrible people that play the game. And I don't know, I just never really found it fun. I just spent most of my time, maybe it's because I spent most of my time just being shot at by people, but when you're a low level and everyone's like coming at you with rocket launchers and flying Harriers over you and shit, you just think, well, how am I supposed to level up with all this? But then when you try to level up, it's just so goddamn slow. And that's why I hate it. So that's my reasoning. That's why I like single player. And also because single player just gives me the freedom to do all the fun shit. Well, this looks pretty nice. I would very much like to have an office like this someday. It's never going to happen, but a man can dream. Until then, it's in GTA 5. But that's going to be it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. And thank you all so much for sticking around. I know videos have been sparse lately. There's been so many different reasons. I don't want to get bogged down in sort of just trying to, like, say, well, I didn't do it for this reason and this reason. I don't want to just, yeah, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. But hopefully soon, I'm going to really get back into it. We're going to try and just get, I've got a list, honestly. I can make videos daily for years with the lists of stuff that I've got to do. So it's not like I'm short of videos. It's really just motivation and time that's really holding me back right now. But there we go, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. You are all amazing people. I would like to know in the comments which one of those cars do you think is best, and which one of those office spaces you think is best. I'd love for you guys to let me know. Maybe your favorite location, your favorite style. Let me know in the comment section below. But there we go. That is it. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye.